kind of pride you will never know. You ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, get the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Let's get off the field.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 49. Check 49. Shit. Watch the shit. Jim. He's coming up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Fire.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
70, Indy. See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check, cross, 61, matchbox, lights. Check. Hey, high 7.
3rd and 2, Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Steele. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And it's brought in by Washington. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check. Get it.
Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think just making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hey, Haywood. Check 55. Check 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bortles. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Pilot, 64, reach. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Now Gordon on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
218, chopper. Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
On 2nd and 7, Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And it's complete. Henry.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw his Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Bortles going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, break.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ready.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing his Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Love. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
80 weapons.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd down. Bortles. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Bortles now on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking crap.
From midfield, here's Bortles. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bortles, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away or two.
61, match box, lights, Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Lucky.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
64, weak. Hey, Orbit.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 5 now. Rudolph got an open man. It's Washington. 7 yards there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Switch.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
On first down, Rudolph. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Going deep here for Allen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Go.
Hey, Mike 50.
Ready, go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the score. Go. Get it.
Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Go. 5. Snap.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, high 7. 80 weapon. Ready.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Rudolph now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant. Smooth.
Like 52. Hey, I'm coming. Little Mike, 52.
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Ready, set. Hey, Foxtrot.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I got you, son.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 24. Shift. Watch that.
Say go.
Rudolph on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Got it. Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Haywood.
Get the ball.
Protein spill.
Turn the Mike, boy. 52. Rip right. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Slant.
Who draw Corker? Hey, wahoo!
52, Mike 52.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Gotta do better.
On 2nd and 9, Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Love. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
30 base.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 40.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Check.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, yo. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can...
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.